Oh no, not a drill. Hello guys, welcome to another video. It's SnowRunner. I'm just doing the final part of not a drill mission on Michigan. So I've got to deliver the drilling. Got to deliver the drill to the drilling site. I've already attached it, as you can see. So there's two ways to go. Bear with me as well because I'm using the I'm using my Fanatec CSL Elite, which is much better than a controller. I didn't actually realise it was already supported on the PlayStation. The last time I used to play was on PC, and that was working, but the consoles weren't working with the wheels. So, but anyway, so I'm using the CSL Elite for driving. But the only thing that isn't mapped on there, button-wise, is bringing up the map, which is an absolute pain. And this game you can't do your own mapping of the buttons, so I'm having to have the DualSense controller on as well, which becomes a bit of a pain in the arse, but yeah, it's not too bad. Anyway, we are here and we've got to get to, where are we? Here, the drilling sites. There's two ways we can go. We can go along here, along this grey road here, all the way up here and round here. But there's some very tight rocks. I think it's here. Sure, it's there. And then these really twisty turny bits over here aren't great either. So I'm going to come out here on this road. I'm going to take this trail along here, get down to this river, which, well, it's pretty muddy, pretty boggy down there, so it's quite tricky to get it through. I am using a modded vehicle. It does eat up the ground pretty much, so we hopefully won't have too much trouble. And basically, when we come out there, go around there. Sorry, we won't go around there. When we come out of there, we'll cut through here, and into the drilling site. So it shouldn't take us too long, but we'll see. You never know. So anyway, yeah, camera controls and stuff is not ideal because you can only go left and right. You can't zoom in and out with the little stick on the Fanatec wheel. So you have to pick up the pad, but we'll see. We'll see how we get on. But this is a long trailer. I remember doing this the first time. Well, I say the first time. On PC and then on Xbox. I've been playing it on Xbox Series X as well. But never had it on the PlayStation, but now I've got a PS5. I thought I'd plough through it all again and record it. So I believe it's right up here instead of following the road back. No, here we go. Right, okay. Let's grab the pad. First error, and that's the problem with not having the proper controls mapped on the controller, so you can spin around and move the camera as you're moving the vehicle. It makes it a lot more difficult. A lot more difficult, especially with things like this. Because this mission, with this overhang on the side of this trailer and the length of it, and then playing with the wheel where you can't actually move the camera properly, we need to heighten the camera a bit. Sorry, I'm having to adjust on the pad and steer on the wheel, but still we'll see how we get on. It's certainly more realistic using the wheel, that's for sure. You can feel what the truck's doing, for starters. You can feel more of the grip, you can feel the undulations, you can feel the force feedback, feel the vehicle rocking all over the place. Right, so far so good. So I think we'll stay in cab for as much as we can. Trouble is, it's very easy thinking, oh, this looks alright, that's pretty wide, but all of a sudden, because of the length of it and the overhang, as a lot of you already know because you've played it, seen it, watched it, whatever, it's very easy to catch it. So, and even this next corner, I would go back in cab, but you've really got to get over on the right hand side and then turn in late, because there's no rear wheel steer on these back axles. So there we go, not doing too bad. Just be a bit careful over these big rocks, because it can rock about all over the place, this trailer. It's not most stable because of the length and the height. We've got to keep over here because I remember that rock sticking out. We're doing alright so far. Slow crawl up here. You can hear any creaking noises, or you shouldn't do, but that's just the wheel, not the wheel itself, but just the force feedback. I've got it up pretty strong actually, and it's a very good wheel in itself. It's just a slight creak from the racing seat every now and again, so if you do hear it, apologies for that, but that's what it is. Let's just have another look out. Oh, that's a bit close. I'm not sure, I haven't dragged the back over. Oh, I have. We're stuck.
Like, no way.
Wow, this is not good. If we go with a bit of throttle, we might be able to drag it over. There we go. Not the most professional. It's got the job done. I actually thought I was going to tip them, but we've got away with one. Right, we're coming down to the water now. I don't like damage on the front of the truck, doesn't matter. So yeah, if you're using at this level that you would be out of the game, again you probably already know this, but you would have not very good vehicles because you haven't leveled up high enough. So it'll all be stock, and even coming through here with a little bit of weight on is difficult, and you really have to work the wheels. You have to grab hold of the broken trees, and then they snap, and you've just got to keep the revs at a certain degree to stop the truck from sinking. But it's a real challenge, but because I'm using a modded truck again to try and get rid of these early stages as quick as possible, it's actually not pulling too badly through. But even with this, it's surprising. It's still moving, which is good. That's all we want. We'll pick up a bit of pace now. It's a lot of weight at the end of the day. There's a lot of water flowing through. This mud is very deep and boggy. Only just coming out the other end, are we? Or are we? Let's keep those front wheels turning left to right. We do not want to get stuck here now. We could drop down into a lower gear and use the diff lock, but managed just to get away with the all-wheel drive. Fuel consumption on this truck's brilliant as well, which is always helpful. Alright, so we're going up here. Be careful of these barriers, because for some reason these little wooden barriers, even when you don't hit them very hard, they seem to do damage to the truck, which is not particularly realistic, I must say, but anyway. Now, let's just check the map. Yeah, it's left here then. Nearly missed it. And this is going to be a mission on itself, so let's get some sense of camera. We might have overshot it slightly. Let's just see. Turning circle on here is pretty good. We've got to be careful. Oh no, there isn't any. It's just the sides of the trailer with the pipe sticking up on the side. I thought that was a lamppost there, but it wasn't. That's alright. get that there, and that'll be the ore rig complete. As I've said in previous videos, all I'm trying to do on Michigan is just try and get the main things out of the way. I've managed to do the main ones of Husky forwarding, including going over to Smithville. So open that map up reasonably quick. Obviously had a few road repairs and bridge repairs to do on this before you can... there's a left turn there somewhere. Hopefully we haven't overshot it, have we? I'm not sure if we have we? Oh no. Oh, is it up there? Hang on. No, we haven't overshot it. So yeah, I've managed to get a few of the... I think I've done all the Husky forwardings as far as I can. The next one's locked. So I've moved on to this one now. Oh, these dead trees are going to have to be cleared out, I think. Get that wheel round. Christ, tough on the wheel that is. That force feedback and full lock in that mud. Now, let's just check the camera on this side. We've got to be real careful of... Should be right, we've got plenty of room there. Just careful of dragging that trailer down those rocks and getting it caught. No, seems to be alright. Oh, it's not what we wanted to do. Come on. Very slightly stuck on there. We're doing alright. Again, just keeping over to the right so we don't catch the back of the trailer on that rock on the left hand side as we're coming through. We're doing alright, look. There we go. There's the site over there, just in the distance. Now, it's not a difficult task, of course. It's early stages and everybody's done it, haven't they? But I thought it was worth capturing. I was also interested to see how well this had pulled through that river. And it done it, and it wasn't, you know, it was slow, but nothing like using the stock vehicles, that's for sure, because it would have been a lot longer, this video. But even with this mod, which is pretty overpowered, although I haven't put the highest settings on all of the upgrades deliberately, but I'm hoping in the later levels again that actually this will be a bit of competition for it. I don't really want to have to get rid of it. I do like it. We'll probably end up changing it anyway, just because it keeps things fresh, keep the vehicle ticking over. And what I'm going to try and do is start using some of the in-game vehicles again once we get a bit further on. Just get these first couple of maps out of the way. And there we go. And as if by magic, what a nightmare episode, but we've made it. Contract completed. The end.